Alright. Let's get this started. See if we can actually hear some audio. So loud. How's everybody doing? Okay, let's see if I can bring this into focus. Can you actually hear me? Is the audio too loud? Is it too quiet? Let the excitement begin! Guess what day it is today? It's release day for this! Under Night... Oh, goodness me. Face is in the way. Under Night in Birth. So, are you excited? Because we are going to be playing this today. It is not actually release day. In fact, this game does not release until the 25th of January, but it is, of course, early access for people who spent extra money on the game. I was very happy to find out that the deluxe version of this game costs... Guess how much this game costs compared to the normal edition of the game? £5. It costs £5 more than the than the normal version of the game, which is amazing, because usually deluxe versions of these games cost like $25 extra, and you end up paying like a total of $100 or $150 for a game, when like the base game is like $100, which is already, you know, kind of expensive. But this game is like £45 for the normal version, like £50 for the deluxe version, and you get 3 days of early access. And yeah, if you are playing on PC, unfortunately, you do not have early access. I don't really know why that is. It could be a deal that they're doing with PlayStation to promote the PlayStation launch of the game. Then again, maybe Steam just makes it difficult to do early access unless you're doing like an early access version of the game. I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me. Alright, so the reason I'm in a bit of a rush is that I didn't wake up quite as early as I was hoping, so I've literally just thrown my clothes on. I haven't had any breakfast, but actually in general I don't really eat a lot of breakfast. And I almost forgot to do the everyone mention on Discord, but I did remember just at the last minute. So actually, we started about 10 seconds late because I was still doing... If you're here from the Discord, you probably saw me do the announcement. It's like, wait a minute, what's he doing on Discord? So I'm like 10 minutes late on the Discord announcement. But anyway, here we are with Under Night in Birth 2. The most exciting thing I think we should do right now is check out the intro, because I think I've heard it. I think I've heard the music and I've seen the intro, but I didn't actually post the video. So let's check it out right now. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to grab the hot water, because I'm going to make a coffee before we begin. Hello, Tuesday. It's a Monday. For him, it was a Tuesday. Hyped, good audio, excellent. Uni 2 day, can't wait to wait. Can't wait to wait. It's one of my favorite phrases. Can't wait to wait 3 more days to test out Yuzuriha. Hi, PC bros. Which fight stick can you recommend me? If I were here recommending arcade sticks to new players every single day, the stream would probably get kind of dull. So I do recommend just checking out the videos. But if you've got a specific question about arcade sticks, I'd love to answer it. If you've got a question like which one do you recommend for a person with, I don't know, large hands or small hands, or a person with no hands, feel free to ask away. £5 more, yeah. That's what we measure. We measure our money with weight, because that's how epic our money is in the UK. We use pounds and ounces. That's actually what we measure it with. 1 pound equals 100 ounces. Yo! Chaos! Whoa, from the game! Oh, it's Chaos from Sonic. Thanks for becoming a member. I am actually planning on doing a bit of the stream in future streams. I haven't prepared it completely because I don't know what the benefits for membership 100% are yet. Before it was kind of vague. It was like, you'll get some bonuses. But I am planning on strengthening, revitalizing the membership benefits, and I do plan on streaming this game a lot, so hopefully we'll have lots of great times together. Thanks for the membership. Which Under Night character would you have as a plush? Let's have a look. Which of these characters... How do I get the chat to disappear on this screen? Which character do you think would make a great plushie? Kuon would be kind of crappy. We don't want any of the skinny characters. Oh! That means basically everyone. I think the only character that would be nice as a plushie would be Waldstein or Merkava. Because the rest of them, look at them. They're skinny and they're like rakes. You know, Tom and Jerry are running around and Tom runs into one of these characters and he goes, ouch! That's how skinny these characters are. Is better a ball stick or bat joystick? To be honest, I've never really played with a bat joystick, and I'm not 100% sure what the benefit of it is. I think if you don't use your fingertips as much, maybe you might prefer a bat joystick. Who knows? Maybe it's easier to do Korean backdashing on a bat joystick. I mean, maybe that's why everyone who plays Tekken uses a bat-style joystick. But I don't know. It's hard missing out on betas such as a PC as a PC player. I don't mind too much though. It's only a few days difference. Ha! Only a few days? 3 days! I'm gonna be a master of this game. By the time you finally get into Under Night, I will have mastered it. I'll have that unfair advantage. I'll be entering all the tournaments. I'll be making $1 million while you're waiting for the Steam release to come out. Ha 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 ha. I have small hands. What do you recommend? If you have small hands, maybe you should get a brain interface. Maybe there is no controller for you. It's difficult. With if you've got small hands, I'm pretty sure that Sanwa does do small versions of some of their hardware, so you could maybe make a mini joystick. But if you really do want a mini joystick, you could go for the Horrorstick Fighting Mini. The only thing about it is that it's not really the same quality as the arcade standard, like a Sanwa arcade stick, so you might be better off if you do go for that stick. Just keep in mind that after maybe 2 or 3 months of playing it, you'll have to replace it, so it'll get kind of expensive kind of quickly. But just to get used to it, maybe go for that. If you're an adult but you just generally have smaller than average hands, I think you'll be fine with any arcade stick. Maybe just go for the ones with a Velix layout. Keeps the whole thing a little more compact. Listen, I would love to talk about arcade sticks, but let me go and grab the hot water. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Okay, I realized that was longer than 10 seconds, and I do apologize. But we're back. Just turn up the audio. The background here. Whew! Okay. Chaos's pet. What's his name? Aji? Ozzy? 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 People call him Ozzy, don't they? Just call him Ozzy. Can you start a match, please? I might not start a match just yet. I'm savoring these moments, but I finally have my sugary coffee. I'll be drinking out of my very, very responsible salaryman Hatsune Miku mug. No, there's no hurry. There's no hurry because this is the game we'll be playing every day. This is the game we'll be playing every day for the next few years. So why rush? Why rush? The more exciting stuff is the stuff we didn't really have a lot of access to in the open beta. So, now that I've got my coffee, what say you, gentle ladies and people and men, that we pop over to the menu and check out the opening. Now, I think we can check out the opening by pressing back here. On the beta, it didn't let us do that, but let's check it out. Yeah, Miku. Hello, I meet your channel with that bridge video. Oh, the video when I'm doing the yo-yoing. Yeah, I love doing that trip. That is a fun trip here in Japan. You get to cycle over bridges, go over islands. Alright. I am going to pop over here. It's time to check out the intro, which I did. I've actually edited a video of myself reacting to this and just never released it. I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can hear the audio nicely. We can't. Okay. Do I have to relaunch the game? Hang on a second. Just relaunch the game. Sorry, you were away, but I wanted to say long-time fan. Cannot wait for the new Linné. You know what I'm excited about? Chaos, again, thanks for becoming a member. I'm excited about the new Linné music. Listen to this! I'm not even watching. An update's already ready. This is so much more anime than the previous intros. But it's still got that uni flavor. You know, you want to be emo. You want to feel a little entitlement because of your hardships. You're special. You're no normal kid. You're special. You fight the voids in your spare time. Oh man. This music is where it's at. Getting a good look at all the characters. Wait, did they have this music on the intro on the YouTube video? I feel like I would have commented on it. This is like this is like when you get the movie version of an anime, and then they like supercharge the music. They did that with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. That felt like Power Rangers supercharged. This is Under Night In-Birth supercharged. Yes. Yes. Swing. Swing. No one's heard that for like 30 years. Okay, so my screen over here is lagging behind, so I'm just going to do a quick refresh over here and make sure that the chat is also okay. Okay. So, getting back into the music. Do arcade mode with Seth. Well, before we even get into anything else with the game, I want to check out what we've actually got available here. So let's see if I can get myself a... How can I move my face down without having to rebuild the screen. What about my driving screen? Will that work? No, no, no. Grief. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Screen's falling apart. No. I used to have one here for racing. That'll kind of do. No, no, no. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove the chat from this window here. Basically, since I'm trying to show you a new game, let's get my face out of the way of the screen. Single mayor. We got single mayor. We got single player mode. Oops. Clicked OK on that. Where you can actually choose which character you play, read some information about your characters. Wagner is the Wagner is the strongest sword in the Licht Kreis. Sorry, such a poor name for a group. Hyde is our high schooler protagonist. The power of EXS awakened within Hyde after an encounter with a mysterious... You know what's really funny is how I give Under Night a pass for making absolutely no sense, but then I just hurl abuse at other games. I'm just like, it's too complicated and it doesn't get me into it. But I'm just massively biased towards this aesthetic. Probably just because I watched too much anime. Carmine is a brash young man who uses his EXS for his own amusement. Thus far, no one has been able to defeat him. In Carmine's eyes, they're all hideous failures. You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Carmine defines this game character here. Because it's all about thinking that you're special and everybody else is an idiot, and they have to be, otherwise how can I have a valid existence? Or sorry, an EXS. So there's a single player mode which we could check out, but actually it doesn't say what the single player mode is after you start it. So for example, if we actually click on here, that's unusual. How many other fighting games do that? You go into single player and actually choose your character first, and then you choose whether you're going to play arcade, score attack. Has anyone ever played that mode? Time attack. Has anyone ever played that mode? Survival. Definitely played that. Mission. Wait, what? Is this where? This is not where the trials are, is it? What? They put the mission modes are hidden in the single player menu. That's interesting. Licht means English light. Oh yeah, it's just funny because by choosing that word, it just sounds like everything's been licked. Everybody's running around licking everything. So that's really cool and interesting that the mission mode is in here. So anyone who's new to Under Night In-Birth, and most people are, I'm sure, you may not know what this is, but this is what is often called Trials mode in other fighting games. And if you just want to jump straight to figuring out how to play the game and not just, randomly boulder your way through it, you can actually go through these missions and they'll teach you things about, apparently, because I haven't done it yet, according to this, it'll tell you things like how to play in the neutral, or if you switch over here to the beginner stuff only, it will just show you combos. But it looks like if you go through coaching as well, they'll teach you about the neutral game, what to do before you've got an advantage or disadvantage, block strings, mix-ups, throws, reversals, anti-airs, all the fighting game basics that you should know and love from other fighting games, or if you don't yet, you will in the future. Beginner combos, intermediate combos, advanced combos, and if I'm not mistaken, generally in Under Night In-Birth and even Multi-Blood, you don't actually need... You could actually completely skip a lot of these expert combos and still be quite competitive. You could probably really play this game to a moderately high level using maybe only a few of the first expert combos. I don't think you need to be a master of them all, but again, I'm not like a paid professional or anything, so don't take my word for it. Versus mode, we've got versus the player, CPU. We can watch you could just watch two CPU players fight each other. That's actually not a bad idea at all. I'm glad that that's a mode in here. Network mode, if we're going to be playing online. And don't forget that one of the key features of Under Night In-Birth 2 is rollback netcode. And so what we really want to do today, if possible, if we have the time, is to test out rollback netcode between here, Japan, and you, whatever country it is you're playing in. Roll back. Makes me want to sing that song from the Evo CD. You've got your free training. Oh, they have also got access to mission modes in here. It's not hidden in the single player mode. It's just also available in the single player modes. But if you want to go to missions, you can go through here to training. Customize is exciting because I think we didn't have this mode in previous versions. They had certain colors you could just download extra packs and buy extra packs, but now, as you can see, it says character color where my head is. You can go to character color, choose custom color, and I think you can actually paint colors like Capcom versus SNK, if you guys remember color edit mode in that, which I'm sure none of you were even alive when that game came out, I'm sure. But for example, if we take a character that I have access to because I bought the game pre-ordered, or sorry, early purchase. It's not really pre-order, but if you buy the game before the 31st of March, you get access to Kuon immediately. I think that is one of the things. So anyway, on here you can choose your base parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exactly the same interface as Multi-Blood, it seems. So we can go in here, change certain colors. If you know all of your codes, you could even bring these colors to a tournament with you. So let's say you want to have pink on the inside of his jacket. That actually looks really sick. You know what? I did not realize that he's basically got like the key to another world inside his jacket. Can you see that? It's not really like a texture. It looks like you look through his jacket and you see like a portal to another dimension. How hard is Yuzuriha? I'm told that she is one of the more technical characters. You need a new main for this version. As everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone in the fighting game community will say to you, if you're looking for a new character, if you're looking to choose any character in a fighting game, it is well worth just choosing the character that you think looks the coolest, because it will probably help with your motivation to want to actually play the character. If you choose a character based on which one you think is strong, then you are much more likely to end up switching characters over and over again and not ever really finding the one that gels with you, or just not really improving. Or you might just quit the game in general. But if you just choose the character that you think looks cool, then you will immediately know when you go into matches. You'll be like, this doesn't feel anything like I thought it was going to feel. Then you move on to your second most favorite looking character. And it might be wildly different to the one that you chose first. So anyway, color edit mode. This looks exciting. This jacket. What does this change? Oh, this is very subtle. This is changing like the trim on his jacket. All right. Well, I guess you don't have full control. It still chooses colors in threes. So they're like triplets. Oh, and fives, I guess. Quintuplets. Just choose the various colors. That looks like that's going to be a great way to waste some time. We could do that. There's also the gallery mode. I don't know if we had access to this in the open beta, but we got the main visuals. Obviously, if you're on pad, it's much easier to scroll around here, zoom in on that high definition, moderately high definition image. Looks pretty good. The art style does feel quite different to what Uni did when the original art came out, huh? I don't really know why that is. Movies like the opening movie, you can unlock character art, dialogue scenes, endings, super deformed or super deforme characters, website art, pixel art. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of this stuff was already available in previous versions of Under Night, so we're just going to have to run through unlocking it all over again. And we now have, if you have money, if you have points that you've won from playing the game, you get access to the jukebox mode. I don't see... What is the name of the title track? Maybe it's this one. No, it's not Blood Drained again. Keep on Shining. It doesn't seem like the title track is in here, but maybe I'm just not looking carefully. What is a victory demo? Does anyone know what this is? This is new. Oh. I think it's when they win. So when they win against a certain character, or when they win in general, maybe it'll just play their animation. Interesting. And in terms of options, since you're all asking, system, we got our sound. Wait a minute. Is this, did I set this? I can't remember. Is it set to 25% by default? Let's check it. Yeah, it's 25%. It's 25% by default because Undernight has a reputation for being horrifically loud. The game is for some reason the audio is just set much louder than every other game on the on Steam or on the console. You can change your difficulty. You can even set the input lag if you want to practice in a laggy situation, or not a laggy situation, but if you want to simulate input lag so that... Wait a minute, no, that's not true. This is the actual input lag. Sorry, this is not simulating input lag. This is, you can actually set your input lag, which is great. I have a lot of faith in the game designer, Kamone, because he's played a lot of games. He's played a lot of games looking for how rollback netcode works in them, and I much prefer these games where they allow you to set the input lag yourself, because if you go into a match and you literally have no idea how long to delay each button, or yeah, I think it delays the input of your buttons in order to smooth out the effects of rollback. But don't quote me on that because it is kind of complicated. So, and you can also choose which stages get used in online modes. And the in-battle menu, you can actually set this to be delayed so you don't disqualify yourself. It's going to be useful when you're using this copy of the game at locals. Alright. The next thing we need to do before we can get started is choose which controller I'm going to play on. Can we vote? I don't know if you can actually do votes on YouTube. Show of hands. What controller should I use? Should I use a leverless or a stick? I'm not playing this on pad. Absolutely. Some are saying fight stick. I see 2 for stick, 2 for leverless, 4 for stick, 5 for stick, 6 for stick. I can't remember how many for leverless. 3 for leverless, 4 leverless to make your life easier. Stick. Okay, people are saying stick. Let's go and grab a stick. I think I'm going to avoid playing this on Mixbox. It is an option there. I think I'm gonna go and get the edge. I'm gonna go get the fighting edge. Hopefully it's actually plugged in. Sometimes when I need to review stuff or take things apart, sometimes I have to pull the thing open, remove parts from it. Let's play on this today. You can make polls on YouTube. How do I do it? Do I press the plus button? Oh, here we go. Start a poll. Okay. Yeah, I'll start a poll. Arcade stick. Leverless. What controller today? Start poll. How do we know when the poll ends? Do I just click end poll? I'll end the poll whenever I feel like I've got enough votes. I'll end the poll. This is silly. I'll end the poll at 8:37. Even though I already chose what controllers to use. Oh, interesting. Oh. The votes are getting interesting here. I don't know if you guys can actually see the result. Can you see the result as soon as you click? Is plinking useful in this game? I wouldn't know yet. I don't know how many changes have been made to the system, but I have never really used plinking in this game. It's funny because people say plinking for like pianoing the buttons, but isn't plinking actually specifically means priority linking, which is using, what is it? It's like using another button, like gaining the priority of a stronger button. Like some buttons had more priority than others in Street Fighter 4. It's kind of complicated, isn't it? We need that fighting game dictionary. It's online. If you look up fighting game dictionary, it shows up. It's a fight! Wow, you guys are really duking it out. Oh, it's 8:37. Okay, time to end the poll. And the results are in. 54% said leaverless. I had my heart set on arcade stick. Why would you do this to me? Should we do another poll? Which leaverless? Oh, don't have time. Okay, in that case. I could use that one. Oh, I don't know if that one works on console. I have to use an adapter. Just use this. Does anyone remember what this is called? The Kitsune. It's called the Kitsune. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long winter. I have forgotten what most of these controllers are actually called. Well, I object, Your Honor. What about gamepad? We didn't make it an option because I only wanted to give you the illusion of choice. We only vote on things that I've approved of. Don't you understand how democracy works? Gotta love a little democracy. You will have two choices. Both of them are ones that benefit me. Just love the world. Just love the way that it's all just so designed to fail. Just play what you like. No. That's not how this works. I need to give you the illusion of choice and make you feel like you're part of this. You really want me to play on Mixbox? No, so the reason I don't really play on Mixbox is because instant air stuff is kind of a hassle. You have to use your middle finger twice in order to do it. PS5. Alright. We're in. We've got the flashing lights. They should really serve pizzas on this. Wouldn't it be cool if your pizza arrived and it was served on a Razor Kitsune? I would eat that pizza. Does Uni 2 have crossplay? As far as I'm aware, it does not. It does not. Let's pop into single player mode and see what it's got to offer for us, shall we? So the screen is covering the the portraits, but if I just go over here, we have access to everyone except Kuon, but you can play single player mode as the new characters, Tsurugi and Kaguya. I think we should play the game. We should play. I don't think I'm gonna play it completely through single player mode, but let's just pop in and see. I don't see like a specific. Is there no Chronicles mode? What happened to... Is there no like recap of the story? What happened? Is it just built into arcade mode now? Arcade. Survival mission. A new poll for the game mode. I don't want to give you guys that much choice. View story. What's this? View Oh, from scenes that you've already seen. I'm curious about this. I don't really know what's going on here. Oh! Is this how arcade mode worked before? I'm a little behind schedule, but here I am. Kanzakai City. The stage of battle after battle. How can a city be so lacking in peace and order? There's nothing here but voids and the night. Tonight I've been ordered to approach the enemy camp all on my own. Once I'm near the abyss. Capital A, by the way. I'm to snipe our target, the Eon. Throw me a bone here. I love translations. Do you think... Look at it. Just look at this person's mannerisms. Does she seem like the sort of person who would say, throw me a bone? Do the brass even understand what they're asking for? I'm supposed to retreat if I can't take my shot, or if I miss. But I plan to ignore that part of the order and switch straight into close quarters combat. Ooh, I'm such a bad girl. Hee hee. Ahem. I can hardly stand the thought of ending such a life, even if it's gone on so long that he's no longer human. But letting him break the wall of the night and unleash hell on this world is worse. I have to stop that at all costs. I have to shoot him down. I'll focus all of my spirit into this finger on the trigger. I'll have to pull through. She did a gun trigger pulling pun. Orde, Mika, I hope your fights are successful, but please don't push yourselves too hard. And Lex, Luther? Please support everyone, but try not to get drawn out to the front lines. I will fight my own fight. Wow, this is too much talking. And then you just go straight into a fight. Alright, let's play a little bit of single player mode and see what's going on. See what the experience. The Blitz Motor. Is that what they called him before? I do not remember that. Damn, I join and boo 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 boo. Okay, does anyone remember any of the moves? Okay, so that's throw. I think she had Rekka, right? Oh, I'm pressing. Okay, then buttons are incorrect. Before we get started, let me just change my buttons. So, personally, for the buttons I use on a leverless controller, I would use A, B, C, D. But it might not actually be a good idea. might want to reconsider that. I think this is fine. Okay, back into the game. Ouch! Is it just me, or is it really, really laggy? What is going on? Why is this move so slow? Wow, I don't remember. Did I? Maybe I just never did the B version before. Maybe I'm just not used to this character, but it feels really slow. Akatsuki! I clapped. Who do I plan on maining? Very good question. When I first heard about the game coming out, I was kind of tempted to go back to Nanase. I think the music is just too annoying though. I mean, I know I can turn the music off. Okay, see, what are my moves here? Does anyone remember what the actual... Okay, I've got a slide. What is... Oh, okay. Oh, the bouncy balls. I remember the bouncy balls now. Oh, and there's my... This is an overhead. Okay. I should probably do mission mode for someone before going into trying to attempt single player modes, huh? I literally cannot remember. Does anyone remember? Can someone post in the chat what the B&B for Kaguya was? Is it just me, or is there something about your aura that's completely different from everyone else's? Maybe you're from a completely different game. Or did you copy and paste from the dictionary? Thanks, girl. So it's just going straight into a bunch of matches. Let's just see if there's any story after this. What was the combo? Maybe I can figure it out. Okay. No. I think we should go into actually figure out some combos. I don't think single player mode is going to be much fun. Let's just go back to the main menu. It might be that we don't need to guess. Oh, actually, hold on a second. What happens if you go to tutorial mode? Okay. It looks like these courses that they're offering here on the tutorial menu are slightly different. Are these slightly different to the mission mode menu? So, for example, if you choose display all, yeah, this is different. So, for example, it gives you a bunch of explanation stuff first, like how to check out, you know, where the characters are, the health gauges, where they're standing, gauges, walking forwards and backwards, just simple things like how to crouch. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually a little different to the mission mode menu that we were looking at before. It teaches you how to use these combination attacks. Should we do a little bit of this? We could do a bit of this. I think it would be. It's never a bad time to have a refresher on how to play the game, right? And then after we've done a little bit of this, we could go online. And we'll do some lobbies. Now, unfortunately, I have to make this a short stream because it is a work day for me in Japan. But hopefully, if I've got more time this evening or tomorrow morning, I can do another stream. What is the purpose? See, it gets kind of deep when it gets into plinking, but in general, it was to like make combos easier, because if you pressed a couple buttons, you had like an extra chance. Well, I'm talking about double tapping. I feel like double tapping is a little different. Anyway, let's just do the complete novice course, just so we can just have a little idea of what it says. Okay, this looks exactly like previous versions of the game, so maybe we don't need to go through this, but it's, you know, this is how to view your characters. The gauges are in this. Oh wow, did it flash and circle things before? I don't think it did that before. So if you run out of health, you lose. Move on to the next challenge. You're on the left, player 2 is on the right. Move around. I feel like, to be more like more modern games, they should let you move around on the very first tutorial. Gauges. Wait, am I actually... Is it just showing us the same stuff? No. I'm going through the gauges. If you don't press anything... Yeah, I think these things where you just read and you literally don't get to press any buttons, they should have allowed you to actually do... I think walk forward and backwards should actually be the first one, even if it's not... Even if it's technically not the most basic thing. Okay, so... Walk forward, walk backward, walk forward, walk backward. Alright, so if you've ever played Under Night, you'll know what this tutorial's like, and generally speaking, I love the tutorial in this in Under Night Inbirth. I think I would design a tutorial differently, but as a fighting game player, if you play other fighting games and you want to figure out how it works, it's not bad. It's not bad. Run, hold. Okay. Oh, that's good. Explain the difference between running and dashing. Alright, mission mode. Done with that. Didn't last very long, did it? Need this game as soon as possible. Well, guess what? Today, early access. If you pre-ordered the game, this is as soon as possible. Literally, the fastest possible way to get access to this. Nihongo, I asked one question on your channel and Discord, but I don't think you are aware. My question was about connecting a Mad Catz TE2 Plus Switch. I'm using Magic NS, but not sure how to boot up. I have not tried the TE2 Plus with the Magic NS. I have used it with a Brook adapter, but generally speaking, all of these adapters, they need you to boot up for Switch mode by holding down a button. So you'll have to check the instruction manual for the Magic NS. But for something like a Brook adapter, I think you would hold down the light kick button, which on a PlayStation controller is the cross button. It might be different though. It might differ. Just make sure you check out the instruction manual. But on a Brook adapter, I'm pretty sure you hold down light kick while plugging into the switch in order for the adapter to work. But try that. See if that works. All right. Mission mode. Here's what I want to try. I want to see what the game tells you for a advanced combo. Let's check out what it says for an advanced combo for Seth. Should we'll just do the advanced combos. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do the advanced combos. So, anyone who's not familiar, I used to play this character not very well. In fact, really, really badly. But the point came when I was like not interested in trying to be good at the game. I just wanted to enjoy the game, and Seth was just the way to have the most fun with like combos and stuff. I can't tell if there's a massive delay on these buttons. Seems okay. Alright. Okay. I've not done a mission mode with Seth for so long. Can't remember how this works. Do you have to hold? Oh, okay. So I have to. So aerial, I think before in previous games they used to actually say jump, right? Does it not do that anymore? Okay. That's fine. Oh, then you have to press B first. Reading instructions and playing this character is kind of tricky. Oh, and it's hold. If you hold down the B. Okay, I think I can do this. Nope. Okay, it's facing the other direction. Sometimes just figuring out how to understand how to read the menus is half the battle. Okay, and then after that, to get to the next tutorial, you press down and the options button. Is hide a Shoto? I would say so. Yeah, in the typical sense. Shoto-kan? Was it Shoto-dan or Shoto-kan? I can't remember. I think it was Shoto-kan. It was like the form of karate that Ryu and Ken were doing. I think that's why they call all the main characters Shoto-kan, but basically characters who have a fireball and a dragon punch tend to be called that. That's right. So the game is early access only for PSN. I think pre-ordering on Steam will have no effect. Aerial, okay. Oh, wait, what is this? What is this? Can't read the menu at the same time. Nope. Okay, I have to clean up my inputs. Haven't been playing this. God, it's been so long since I played this game. And then after this move. Oh, I see. I think I remember this one from the previous game. And then dash C into forward C into forward C. Okay, I can do this. Nope, no, I can't do this. Ah! Don't worry, I won't do this the whole stream. Obviously, I'm gonna get bored after a while and just go online. I just want to see how much patience I have. Oh, that works. Okay. No, my inputs are a mess. Who told me to play on leverless? I missed! Missed. Alright, focus. Okay, I'm gonna use an excuse here, which might seem a little bit ridiculous, but my excuse is that I've been playing Grand Blue. If you play Street Fighter 6 in modern or Grand Blue Fantasy Versus with the shortcuts, which is how I've been playing it, because I think it's the right way to play that game. I've been playing that on 1, pad, and 2, you don't really do any technical motions at all, like ever. And so now playing Seth is like, I think Seth is one of the maybe he's up there. He's just the character. He's just a lot. There's a lot of button pressing. There's a lot of button pressing and a lot of moving of the stick. And on a leverless controller, your fingers move at like 6 million miles an hour. It feels like playing KOF, to be honest. And my excuse, I mean, not that it really matters, is that I've been playing only Grand Blue, so I can't move my fingers anymore. It's fine though. I'll get back there. I'm playing pad. I'm playing Grand Blue Fantasy Versus on pad, mostly because I want to have a game that I can play on pad. Okay, more importantly than trying to figure out Seth is trying to figure out the new mechanics, which I can't remember what they are. So, in order to figure out what they are, let's pop into the tutorial and let's see if there are any tutorials about the new things. So, for example, mix-ups retaliation. Whoa, okay. Hold on, I don't want to miss anything. Backstep we know how to do, assault we know how to do, aerial assault we know how to do, creeping edge. Teaching me about creeping edge. So press down forward D to perform creeping edge. This lets you move while evading the opponent's attack. Okay, so you can do this, I think, if I remember correctly, you have to do this in neutral, you can't do this on block, right? This allows you to get out of things. Could you just try that again? Okay. This music is so good, and it's even better in this game. Gotta love this tutorial in this game, making it so easy to figure out exactly what you need to know. Okay, so using a button to dash, I actually just use the normal input for that. I think that probably is still the better way to do it, in my opinion. Dash momentum, don't forget that you've got that. Dash guard. Does this still use for So if you're completely new to... Oh, here we go. It's asking me to do the button dash. I remember he did this tutorial on stream to show people how difficult it is to get in on this character, Batista. Once you get used to the inputs though, surprisingly not that difficult. But the first time you do that tutorial, you'll be like, why is this game so hard? But if you're completely new to the game, I assure you this becomes a very normal thing. In fact, I think it's a meme in the community, isn't it? Dash blocking. Like, Under Night players go to other games and they can't stop dash blocking. In fact, I used that as an excuse. I think when Grand Blue Fantasy Versus came out. No, I think I didn't use that because I hadn't actually been playing Under Night at that time. I think there's a meme out there that Under Night players tend to dash block in every game that they play just because they think that's the right way to get in every game, but it's really an Under Night thing. The dash blocking tutorial. It is hilarious. But yeah, it will become so second nature that if you're new to the game, you may believe like there's no way that this ever gets easy, but trust me, it becomes as normal as breathing in this game. Okay, how to attack. Defeating your opponent. Normal attacks. Oh dear. Oops. No, I didn't need to do that. Takamare. Jump attacks, A attacks, B attacks, C attacks. Command normals. Man, this game has everything. This is, you know what my opinion is on Under Night In-Birth 2? This is the antidote to modern fighting games. It is modern, and it is stylish, flashy 2D action, which is what they call it officially, but it has so many of the features that are being taken out of other fighting games, and that's not important. It's not like all fighting games should do what Under Night's doing, but I consider games like KOF and games like Under Night In-Birth to be like the final bastions of something that is still really valuable in a fighting game. Because other fighting games are like, well, if it's something that causes friction, we should get rid of it. If it's something that makes the game a little bit more exclusive, we should get rid of it. Under Night is like, we're going to make this game complicated, and then after that, we're going to make it more complicated. And then for the new version in 2024, when new players are coming in, we're not going to make it simpler. We're going to make it even more complicated. We're going to add more mechanics to it. You should 100% know that this is a game, yes, obviously, I think the new characters are aimed at trying to get new players in, but the gameplay and the graphics and everything, this is squarely like a gift to people who played the previous games. It's just like, here's what you liked, and we're going to give you more of it. And in my opinion, Under Night is one of those games which is like still holding the torch for giving you an experience that's going to be satisfying on your own efforts, as opposed to satisfying because they just gave you the dopamine. A lot of other games, they just hand you the dopamine and they say eat it. You just consume dopamine and then you feel good. But a more effective way of using dopamine is to like give you a challenge. And Under Night is like, it's a giant treasure bag of challenges. But the benefit is that when your brain gives you the dopamine after you can like get through the challenges, like the technical inputs and the dash blocking, it's so satisfying. This is going to be a game that's satisfying to play forever. I mean, the people who I bet you even after this game comes out, people will still be playing the original, but not because they don't like the new one. It's just because they love the game. Anyway, I'm also glad this is a completely different game, not just an update, because we still have access to the old game. If we want to play it the old way, that's still a thing. So, rant over, moving on. Dash, cancelling, command normals. What? Like normal attacks, command normals can also be triggered from a passing link. Okay, so there's a lot of jargon about how to chain things together and how to cancel things. This is all important if you're interested in how combos work. Dash attacks are a thing, increased by holding buttons. If you've played Multi-Blood type Lumina, you know what that is. Chain cancelling. This is a new name. Is this a new name for auto combo? I think this is a new name for... Oh, no, it's not. It's just a system. And I actually don't think I ever learned how this worked, but let's just read it again. You can hit the opponent with consecutive down A attacks. Performing the same normal attack consecutively is known as chain cancelling. Okay, so I think there are moves that just chain into each other. But because this cancels the animation, I guess it's technically a chain cancel. I didn't know this. Maybe I just forgot this part of the tutorial before. It's fast, keeping you safe even if it's blocked. Chain cancelling is also a strong option since it allows you to attempt a combo. And Waltzian doesn't have one. Okay, cool. So moving on to the next one. Keep out attacks, pokes, whiff punishing, intercepting with anti-airs, commitment. I'm not convinced. Oh no, there's only one T. Is there only one T in that word? Huh, okay. Oh no. I'll figure out where I am. Attribute invulnerables, frame differences, reducing recovery. So we've done creeping edge, and I feel like there was another new thing in this game, wasn't there? I can't remember where it is. I wish there were a part of this menu just called new stuff. So people who've already done all 700 tutorials can just find the new stuff. But I actually can't remember what the new stuff is. Does anyone know which ones they are? Celestial, thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Nizumi. Okay, so... Celestial... Change shift reversal. Sounds cool when you say it like that. Celestial Vorpal, thank you. Well, here maybe it's to do with GRD. Vorpal is normal, gauge is normal, concentration is normal, force function. Ah, that's right. Most characters have a second force function. I should probably learn how to use Seth's. GRD break, Celestial Vorpal. So this is another new feature in the game. Under special circumstances, Vorpal will automatically become Celestial Vorpal instead. This is a much more powerful form of Vorpal, so be sure to memorize. Oh, right. If you get Vorpal and you have over 6 gauges, right. It activates if you enter Vorpal with a GRD of 6 or more, and it activates automatically. But it has to be, obviously, based on that timer. Remember these conditions and never let Celestial Vorpal pass you by. Provides the following benefits. More attack buffs, better chain shift functionality, GRD gauge increases. If you like cars, you're gonna love Under Night In-Birth. The way they talk about their own game, it sounds like it sounds like tuning your car. Or maybe I only think that because, well, they don't even let you see it. That's a shame. Okay. GRD break, importance of Vorpal, strategy, concentration. Okay. Well, I think I'm unlikely to need to know about Celestial for the first day. Crosscast Veil off with low health. Nah, that's not important. Freezing the countdown, sort of important. Command input technique. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't know if this is new, but good that that's in there. Command priority. I want to know about this. This is one of those things I often overlook because I don't think it's that important, but it is actually a foundational aspect to playing the neutral in this game, in most fighting games, right? Certain commands take priority over others. For example, if you input forward, down. Oh, what? No, this isn't attack priority. This is command priority. Never mind. And this is just so you don't screw up your inputs. Ignore me. Is there a tutorial about input priority? There might be. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see. Let's try one expert tutorial with Seth and see how it goes. Did I always use the default colors? I think I used the default colors. Shadow approaches. Oh, Seth. Absolutely, do not get discouraged. If you feel like you're getting discouraged in a fighting game, just show back up on stream and we will make you feel better. We have that power. Sorry, just muting the mic for some some noisy people outside. Okay, back, I think. So is this the combo that I think it is? Uh-oh. After that... I can't remember how I used to do it, because I use slightly different inputs to what is written on here. Oh, I messed it up. No! Aha! Okay. That was one of them. So that's... I assume that these haven't changed? Have these changed? Yeah, I do the jump back. So what's confusing for me is I use... Anyone who wants to know the technical stuff. Quarter circle back looks like this, right? But you can also do this move by doing quarter circle A, quarter circle back A, and then pressing B afterwards, and you get that little black flash, so that sort of void flash instead. Actually, no, if you do it with the B version, it does the same thing. Oh wait, so what's the difference? Whatever it was, I remember it was like 3 years ago. I was on the, I think it was the official Discord for Under Night In-Birth, and I was talking to some Seth players, and they were just like, for whatever reason, a lot of these inputs, they're more lenient if you use the A input. By the way, it looks kind of choppy. Is the frame rate okay? Do I need to reset my game capture? I think it looks okay. All right. Oh, and then this is the Dragon Punch one. Oh, no. Then that into dash C. Okay. So this is just the slightly more complex version of the advanced combo. Nope. I missed. If you do the timing wrong, you end up missing there. All right. Success. Oh yeah, what Chaos is saying, by the way, about playing online of equal or slightly harder skill level, that is one of those. A lot of people don't realize this, but that sounds like a really simple thing, but it's actually what they call deliberate practice, and it's a well-researched method. And if you want to improve, you will save yourself a hell of a lot of time if you aim to practice and play people at your level, like pretty much at your level or slightly above. But something that's really difficult, something that makes that really difficult on ranked mode, is that when you start to suck at the game online, it will give you easier opponents. So instead of consistently getting better, you, at the moment that you need to be pushing yourself to actually improve, ranked mode will give you someone who's below your skill level just so that you enjoy winning. And then you will be lulled into the false sense of security that you've figured out how to do something right. But what you've actually done is you've been given an easier opponent, and now you've actually taken a step back in your progress. So be aware, if you go online and you play in ranked modes, if you start to lose, it's worth just checking your replay and figuring out what you did wrong, instead of just waiting for an easier opponent to show up and then winning, because I think personally that can actually do a lot of damage to your progress. Again, not that I'm an expert at this game or anything. Oh my goodness, this input. Oh, chain shift. Oh, chain shift. Haven't done this input for so long. Can't do it anymore. My goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this today. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think I can blame SOCD for this. Where are my inputs? I want to see what I'm actually doing wrong. I talked about this in the previous stream, and those of you who were here will remember, but I am aiming to be more effective with my practice time just because I don't have time. So, using input history to actually see what you're doing wrong instead of just doing it 6 million times until it works. Forward, down, down, back, back, forward. Yeah. Maybe I'm doing it too fast. Ah. Is the last input not coming out? Yeah, it's not coming out. Sorry, the backward input's not coming out. Yeah. Okay. And then, oh my goodness. Forward into... Yeah, I am definitely not doing this one today. Or should I do it anyway? Hang on a second, let's not give up so easily. Okay, and then after that, just regular C. Oh no, I don't want to do this one. I forgot how. I forgot I don't like this one. Alright, you know what? I'm a quitter. But actually, no, what it really is I just don't have time today. So I do want to play some matches with you guys, and I think if I stick in mission mode, we won't have time for that. So, those of you who have early access, pop in. If you don't, I guess we'll just be online looking for people on ranked modes. But I would like to see if there's anyone who has got the game in. It says update the game. Okay, hold on a second. One moment, please. Where's my home button? Okay, so check for update. Okay, give me 1 sec while I just sort all this out. Check for update. Is it updating? Close the game. Is it downloaded? Go to... Okay, it's updated. We're back. Alright, so if you have Under Night In-Birth 2 on PSN, do log in. I will write it on screen here. Uni 2 PSN. And then if we figure out if there are any like lobbies or something that we can use. I remember not really liking lobby systems in this game, but let's see what happened. I think there might not even have been a lobby system in the beta. Create. You must select a character. No! I refuse. Alright, hold on. We have to choose certain songs to mute. Change random filter. Sage, how do I change the music filter? Nana say goodbye. Oh, you know what? I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on auto for now. I'll leave it on auto. But if I dislike it, I will switch it off. Creating the room. We'll call the name Nihilism. Nihongo Gamer R2. The keyword is 7777. Okay. Room. Nihongo Gamer. Keyword 7777. That's huge. Why is it so big? Does that still show up on this screen? No. Alright, I think this will work. Casual match, winner stays. Is there a way to do King of the Hill so I don't have to keep leaving? Winner stays. We'll just put it on the winner stays, I guess. Whatever. Maybe no one will come. I'm gonna put input lag on 0 just to see what happens. What is this? I'm so confused. What are we looking at here? Alright. If no one shows up, I'll attempt to go ranked or play another single player mode. What's eating up your time? I don't think it's so much that time is short. I mean, first of all, did have a kid a couple years ago, so I do like to prioritize spending time with my family. But it's more than that. It's not about not having enough time. It's about, with the time that you have left on this earth, are you using it? Are you like giving it away to people who just demand it of you? For example, like reading Twitter or watching TikToks or something. Like these are things that are just like taking the time away from you. I'd be playing if I wasn't a PC player. Didn't know you were a dad. Yeah, a couple years ago. I don't really talk about it often because I'm not really into the whole using your family for content thing. I'm not judging anyone who does it, but it's just not for me. So I don't really talk about it often, but yeah, a couple years ago I posted an image on Twitter. Did not get the impression you were a father at all. I know, I act kind of irresponsibly. The platform we're on is on PSN, so it should work. Is there really no one who's got early access? That's a shame. We could just go back into testing out single player modes, I suppose. I thought everyone would be pre-ordering the game and playing. No? I'll wait a little longer. Hands up in the chat if you're actually trying to get in and it's just not working. Huh. Also a PC player. I think everyone is just playing on PC. I understand. I think the Western community will definitely be prioritizing Western release, the Steam release. Are you trying to get in? It's not working. It could just be that the keyword is getting in the way. Should we just try getting rid of the keyword? See what happens. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Can't find the room. Okay. I mean, it is day 1, and it is possibly just not functioning. No key. I realize I'm putting the wrong keyword. Oh! You put the keyword wrong. Should I try again? I'll just leave it on no keyword. Who cares if people come in? Doesn't look like there's that many people playing anyway. Spike! How's it going? Yeah, it's amazing. I'm obsessed with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus right now, and now that Under Night is out, I'm very excited about learning as much as I possibly can about this new sequel. I really don't know if it deserves to be called a sequel, but it is. They have worked significantly on the game, and adding rollback to a game does give you kind of the right to make it a sequel, I guess. Yo, we're in. All right. I'm guessing Mehmet, Mehmet, that this is you. I'm ready. I've clicked ready. Let's see what happens. Yes! My first online match in Under Night 2. Actually, that's not true. I think we tried in the open beta, we only played online. Let's see if I can remember how to play this character. I'm pretty bad, sorry. Oh no, man. Welcome to the club. Yeah, this is, anyone who's curious, this is not a highly competitive channel. Okay, I forgot what my buttons are. Not my buttons, I forgot what my attacks are. There's one. This is interesting. It does not feel like I'm playing on a slow connection. This feels like you're... This actually feels really good. What's going on? Now, what are my attacks that I can use? Okay, so I've got a new force function. Oh, it is rolling back though. The reason it feels so good, is because I've got my input delay set to 0. Because I got my input lag set to 0. I feel like I'm just playing an offline match. And it's just rolling back. What is going on? Okay, hang on. Hang on. That was probably the wrong one to do. Help me! Ah, no! Whoops! Whew, okay. I love this music, by the way. This is a new character, Kaguya. She was not in the previous game, and I love this theme music. I actually turn it on YouTube, like just to listen to. And I can't say that about most of the music in this game. Like I turn it on to listen to it, and then I realize I don't like it. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to reversal like Grand Blue. What are my options instead? Haha! Whoa, 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 whoa! I've never done that before. Wait, if you dash into, if you dash into the creeping death, does it do a different animation? I'm gonna try that again. That was cool. You're in Canada, it's still Sunday. But I think the early access rollout has been worldwide, right? Let's play again if there's no one else waiting. Phenomenal. Okay, well you've definitely got a wired connection, because this would not be at this ping, this would not be working at all if you were on Wi-Fi. I'm impressed with your connection. You need to set rollback frames to 2. I think most people probably would, but I'm quite liking it just on 0. I love your content. I hope this game does well. It's so good. Oh yeah. Can't time anything. Getting through. Wow, okay. So weird playing this game in rollback, but so great. So what are those pink animations you're doing? Missed. No. Where is my only reversal? Back. How's the game feeling? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I don't remember if it felt like this in the beta. It's been so long. It's been a while since the beta, but I'm really impressed. I might try putting my input lag up to 2 just to see how it affects the rollback. I'm still never really 100% sure how it works when you make that change. I'm gonna head on Uniclear to practice and prepare. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the gameplay is gonna feel pretty much the same, but obviously with all of the new things that you can do. Pretty decent connection for Scotland to Japan. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm blown away right now. Ah! Where's the guard button when you need it? Counter hit out of that every time. Anti-air fail. So I can't time these meaties. Oh, are you okay? Connection just died. I'm using Wi-Fi. Should I use wired? Interesting. What? It doesn't feel like you're on Wi-Fi. Maybe your Wi-Fi is just really good, or maybe you just got no other devices in your house. Ouch. Ouch. Oh no, no, not like this. Okay, not dead this time. Looks like fun. Oh yeah. So what do you think? What do you guys think of the purple tint to all the backgrounds? I think that was a point of contention, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. I can shield. The super risky get off me tactic. Ah, no! And that's what happens if you do it wrong. Oh, it is starting to slow down a bit. Whoa, whoa, what was... Oh, that's right, I've got a new move and I can't remember how I did it. How did I grid break you? What? Oh, she's got invincibility on... What move was that? No, no, no! If in doubt, do an invincible super. I'm noticing the plus-minus number next to the ping bouncing around. Alright, interesting. Yeah, I'm noticing it bouncing around a lot now, but it wasn't... It felt really solid the first match. Maybe you were on wired first and now you've switched to wireless? What's going on? Was that better? Did that feel better? Wait, what's going on? Okay. Oh, we got a new person in. Sweet. A real Seth player. Run away. What does Carry K-On mean? Is that anything to do with the anime? Fua fua time. I was on Wi-Fi the whole time. No way. Yeah, no, Wi-Fi... Ouch. That was a mistake. Well, this person is... terrifying. Help me. Is this someone in the chat, by the way? Is this someone in the chat, or is this just a random who's just shown up in the room? This feels more like a random. Ouch. Is that on the other side? Okay, this is gonna be one of those matches where we just kind of watch stuff happen. Just gonna get double perfected. Well, that was fun. I'm guessing that's not someone in the actual chat. It's okay if it is though. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Not that I'm not that I have a problem with losing, but just to keep things fun. Let's just put the keyword back on. I don't like to lose. We're just gonna find out that person is from the chat soon. Run away from losing. The thing is, if someone is significantly above your skill level, you don't really learn much. That's the main reason that I'm running away. That's the main excuse I'm gonna use. By the way, I've only got another 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna put my input lag back on 0, because I think it was fine. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. What's up, Ramesses? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastically well. How could we possibly be having a better time than Under Night in Birth 2 being out? I feel like there's so much more I want to explore, but just because it's a work day, and actually there's some stuff I need to do after this, just don't really have time to do much more. But we explored the game a bit, and now we're back in. Dash. That was not what I thought. I thought it was going to be this thing. What did I do? I did like the backward version of this. What? Why is that the wrong move? What? Whew. Will you also be buying the game on PC? Yes, I will definitely be buying the game on PC. And I have a feeling that most people in the stream will be... Are you okay? I think most people in the stream are going to be playing on PC, so... Oh no, I can't combo. Oh, did the wrong... What? Oh, I forgot to do the... What? Alright. Standing A. Will this have crossplay? As far as I'm aware, the answer is no. But you never know what will happen in the future. I also don't know how difficult it is to implement it, but I think the official answer from the battle designer, Kamone, was that it's just too expensive. But I think they know that, you know, everyone knows that they want it. They would love to implement it if they could. Crossplay would be amazing. But don't forget, crossplay does sometimes mess things up. It's a shame, but I think most of the Western community will be playing on PC anyway, so... I don't think there's really much need to worry about it, because most people are going to be playing on PC. Though it is a shame for, you know, growth of the game. It would be better to bring all the player bases together with crossplay. Do you have any advice on how to stay calm? Lots of advice, yeah. But I'll have to think specifically. Ooh! Ouch! Oh, oh, ow. Creeping edge is cool. It just looks cool. No! I really wish I knew exactly what he was saying and then all his move quotes. I just started to play fighting games recently and I panic whenever I get hit and press random buttons. Okay! If you panic, it's most likely that you don't know, you just don't have a lot of knowledge about the situations. The thing is, with fighting games, even though they look quite simple, like it's just two characters on screen, whoever presses the button faster wins. In fact, there's a lot of stuff which is just not on screen. So what you don't know is that pressing buttons quickly actually is the reason why you get stuck in the next combo. So really, it's probably not as much to do about nerves as you think. A lot of people probably think like, oh, I get nervous when I play or I panic. But it might actually just be that in a situation when you don't really know what's happening, you search. You search. Your brain is looking for ways to figure out what to do. But if you go through the tutorial mode, for example, if you watch your replay first, and then find at least one moment where you're like, I don't understand, that doesn't make any sense, then you can look it up. Now you actually know what to look up. Once you know that there's like a series of steps that you can take, there's not as much need to get nervous, especially if you're new to the game. There are a lot of things to learn, but also finding someone nearer your level who is learning with you, then you can share information together and try new things together. I think the second thing that I would say to avoid getting nervous is to change your goal. The goal, as much as this sounds crazy to say it, The goal should not be to win. Because winning is actually like an obstacle. It gets in the way of you actually learning how to get better at the game. Oh, missed. So for example, I actually quit out of the room before when I thought someone was too good. And in a way you might feel like that's running away, but I wasn't winning. I wasn't learning. And so if you feel like you're in a situation where you're not learning, then you're just gonna feel stressed and panic a lot. Like, I would be panicking if I were in an F1 car, because I don't know how it works. But if I'm driving in just my roadster, I'm not panicking at all, because I know everything about it. Not everything about it, I know a lot about it. Ah! That's not the super I wanted it to be. Okay, the connection's definitely getting weaker now. What happened? Gruff? A gruff? Guff! Your connection was better than this before. What happened? Tekken 8 will kill this. Unfortunately, I think that's not true. Fortunately, I think that's not true. I don't think Tekken 8 will kill this game actually at all. A lot of people worry about it because they're on social media like, yo, what a mistake. How could you possibly release this game at the same time as Tekken 8? But the thing is, although there is some overlap of people who play Tekken 8 in this game, it's not such a big overlap that it will make any measurable difference. It's a 2D anime-based anime fighting game, and Tekken, although it has, you know, anime fans do play Tekken, it's a very different kind of game, and I don't think the overlap really has much of an effect. Will new player attention be on a different game? Yeah. But I think this is not the kind of game that requires the attention of the masses. It's like, it will build itself up slowly on people who find it. It's hard to say though. Uh-oh. I often feel like, especially with fighting games, a lot of where nerves, like getting nervous and frustration, I've talked about this before, it mostly comes from just a lack of knowledge. But the goal, if the goal changes to learn about the game, then finding that knowledge becomes much easier. Because you're not wasting time. You're not spending all of your time searching for ways to win. You're searching for ways to get better at the game, and winning is like a byproduct of that sometimes. Chain shift! No! So is that punishable? Creeping death. How many times have I done that reversal now? I feel like a lot of Tekken players won't really know about Uni 2 that much in general. I think it's true. And it's not really the... I think people forget that there's a lot of people out there who maybe don't play fighting games at all, and they'll discover Uni 2 and it'll be their first fighting game. Is there anyone else who's got early access who wants to jump in? Join us. Otherwise, I'll just keep playing Guff here. I'm having a great time. Under Night release is sort of today. Under Night release is on the 25th, but if you pre-ordered it on PlayStation, you get early access. Oh, unfortunately, we've only got another 10 minutes, so maybe I should probably wrap things up soon. I'm too broken. I'm too broken to get both? You mean too broke? If you're a broke boy, just say so. Oh, why did that miss? Okay, I'm gonna start using neutral buttons that actually work now. Not what I thought was gonna happen. Nope. This, I swear our connection was better at the start. Which is weird because I think you were on Wi-Fi before, right? Your connection's wildly spinning around now. You might need to disable Wi-Fi. Even if you're plugged in, you might need to disable the Wi-Fi entirely. To me, even if I lose, but during the match I learned some new tech and executed combos, did things to my opponent was practicing the lab, then it get better at the same time. Oh yeah, there are ways to there are ways to balance it. You don't have to completely annihilate winning as your goal, but if you're one of these people who is having issues with nerves or frustration, then yeah, sometimes removing the winning condition completely. Oh, hello. All right. Someone's done the tutorial. Ah! What happened? Why was I jumping back? Hi, my reversal is going to be jump back. Yeah, I agree, Greens. If you have other goals that are not just winning, then suddenly the game becomes much more bearable. Oh, someone tried to chain shift, but it didn't work. There was a weird rollback there. So interesting. So, wait. Oh, why is my input not coming out? I got eaten. It's back to the delay days. No, not like this. To me, that's a W. Absolutely. At least it doesn't completely stuff the DP and you get hit like an early multi-blood online, but that was due to severe input latency in that game. I am not 100% sure where the topic was when you mentioned that. It doesn't completely stuff up the DP and you get hit. Are we talking about the net code? Guff, do you know what's going on with your internet connection? It's definitely falling apart compared to when we first started. I have a feeling maybe you got... Nah, so your connection's it's still jumping about. Have you tried disabling the wireless? Oh, I'm only using Wi-Fi, plus we have a huge storm here. Okay, alright. I'll tell you what, let's play one more. Let's play one more and then I need to run off anyway. But thanks so much for coming on and playing, and everyone, when the game finally releases, make sure you jump in for some online lobbies with us. It's not crossplay, not yet. It would be nice if it were, and I know the developers are aware of the desire for it, but they said there's just not enough money for it right now. You can support them by buying the game 3 times like I am. Actually, I'm going to buy it 4. I'm buying the game 4 times. I know that sounds ridiculous, but there are reasons why. Oh, it seems smoother now. Okay. What? I'm gonna die. No, I died! You bought it once for PlayStation. So the reason I'm buying this game four times, 2 of them are special bonuses. So I bought the physical versions so that I can get the special edition bonuses in Japan. A lot of them are Japan only. Ah! What? Ah! Whew! So 2 of them are physical editions that I'm getting the bonuses for. One of them is this deluxe one I've just bought to get the pre-order early access, and also I just want a digital version because I don't like putting the disc in. I bought all the physical versions, but I don't actually like putting the disc in. Oh no! Oh no, what? Where was my chain shift? Oh man. Inputs are so delayed. No, I'm gonna die. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I don't remember how to make it actually play sets in this game. Is there a way in the menus? Alright. Alright. Thank you very much. Man. Feels good. Feels good. I mean, our connection actually felt pretty bad. That was so weird that it was okay at the start, but I guess the storm... Interesting how the weather can affect... Interesting how the weather can affect your Wi-Fi connection. It's bizarre, isn't it? But I don't think that would change much. No, I suppose that could change a Wi-Fi connection. Anyway, listen up, everyone. Did you enjoy Under Night in Birth 2? This is only the beginning. Literally, haven't done anything except checked out some of the tutorial and went online. But there's so much more. Like I was saying, I have got 2 special editions. One's a collector's edition and one is a normal edition, but they both have bonuses that come from the stores that they come from. So I'm excited about those, unboxing those extras, and maybe putting a video on my fighting game channel. I don't think I'll put them on this main channel. I don't feel like it would fit here. And then I've got this deluxe version that I've bought, so I've got early access. Hopefully if I've got time, we can stream this again tomorrow or tonight, if I have time. Since we've got 3 days of early access, let's make the most of it. And I also plan to buy the Steam edition. So as you guys know, this is early access available for 3 days, but only for people on PlayStation. So if you're playing on Steam, then I guess we'll be able to play together in 3 days' time. I'll probably buy the Steam version on that day, and then we can do some matches. I plan to play a lot of this game. I've always loved Under Night in Mirth. I think when I first discovered it, because I'd never heard of it before, BB Tag, I was like, okay, you know, I like the game, but my fingers kind of hurt from pressing all the buttons, especially when there's this thing in this game called increase. You hold down the button, you do a different version of the move, and I would push really hard with my fingers. So actually, I have learned not to do that now. But even when I got back into the game during the pandemic, I was like, wow, my fingers really hurt when I played this game. So anyway, that's 4 different versions of the game. I don't think I have a need to buy it a 5th time. Let's put this back on the... Let's find some better music, shall we? Hold on a second. Where is the... Let's go to... Let's put it on... No, why do I keep doing this? I'm in the network menu. I was like, where are we? I haven't won any points yet, have I? Oh, I've got points. can we just listen to music in the, I think, BGM? Oh. Where is... Hey guys, what is the chaos music actually called? I can't remember. Is it Erudite Eyes? It is, isn't it? Okay. So we've actually got jukebox mode. We don't need to keep going into training mode just to hear this music. So many benefits to Under Night In-Birth 2. So many quality of life improvements that we didn't have before. So let's catch up. I'm going to finally read the chat and actually see what you guys have been saying. The Seth combos look crazy as always. I only know one. I only know one combo, but that guy who came in and beat me earlier. Inspiring. I'll be checking out replays. I want to learn as much as I can. It sounds like I showed up at the end of the stream. Xeno Haste, unfortunately, it is a Monday morning and I have to go and do my day job. I enjoy my job though, so I'm not going to hate on it too much. Let's not forget you want to have fun as much as winning. Super good advice. Always. That's always going to be good advice. If they could just start with PC to PS crossplay, that would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter, I think that really helped Street Fighter 5. It was struggling, but it was also one of the only games that had a form of rollback and crossplay between PlayStation and PC. So if they could work on that, I would be very, very grateful. But it's not the end of the world. For this game, it's, you know, the community holds it up and they choose which version of the game that their community plays. So ultimately, for the very, very casual player, it's a bit of a bummer. But for the people who love this game, it won't make much difference. Always good to have physical copies. Never know when it might be removed from online or the store gets shut down. That is a thing. It's definitely been in the news recently. Stores just claiming that you just... What did they say? Ubisoft said in like a statement, and I only read the headline, so I might be wrong, but the headline said that Ubisoft told gamers and consumers that they should just get used to the idea of not owning their games. And on the one hand, they're actually right, because you don't own this game. I've bought this game 4 times. No, I'm buying this game 4 times, but I won't own it a single time. I will own it 0 times. And the reason is you only pay for a license to play it on that platform if it is available. But if the game's not available on the platform, your payment becomes invalid. Your license to play the game that doesn't exist is not actually valid. So on the one hand, they were saying the truth, but on the other hand, physically, if we have the cartridge, no one can stop us playing it. So even if they remove a game from the Super Nintendo, like, shelves, I still own the cartridge. I can plug it in and I can play it, and as long as nobody breaks, you know, as long as the government doesn't say it's illegal to play it, they can't bust into your house and take the cartridge away from you. That could happen though. Don't forget, Fahrenheit 451 is a thing. Ah, man, I love to talk. Thank you for accepting me even for my bad Wi-Fi and bad playstyle. No, man, this is what it's all about. For me, there is no difference between playing someone who's new at the game or feels like they're bad at the game, or they've even got a bad connection, especially with Under Night. A lot of people, you know, gave up on the game during the pandemic because the only way to play it was delay netcode. But that's actually when I discovered the game. That's when I started playing it. And I think for the longest time, I think I might have been like the only influencer who was still playing Under Night, and I was fine with it because I just really, really loved the game. And playing on the worst connections with the most basic of playstyles, that's normal for me. So I actually appreciate it. When someone comes in and just like destroys me with their super S+ tier gameplay, I'm like, okay, well, I guess that was kind of cool. I guess it's kind of you've kind of impressed us, I suppose, but I didn't learn a lot. And again, like I've said, like my goal is not really to win. The goal is to improve, to learn. That's why we talked about it in the previous stream. But you choose your suffering. You don't really just choose you don't just choose what makes you happy. You don't just choose your pleasures, rather. You choose your pain. It is really satisfying to choose a game with technical inputs like Under Night. Again, like I said, one of the final bastions of its type, because it's a kind of pleasure that a lot of new games can't give you, just because the inputs are easy. That aspect, the technical aspect of the game, won't give you a pleasure because there was no challenge, but they give you pleasure in other ways by giving you access to playing neutral. Like, a lot of people can't even play neutral in a fighting game, just when the round starts, when you're vying for the advantage. That's not something you can even take part in if you don't have technical skill as a beginner fighting game player. So I think there's value to both, and I'm just glad that Under Night is holding the flag, holding the torch for technical inputs. But we shall see. Things could change. Yep, PSN got early access. You're buying it on Switch. Wait, I forgot that this game's coming out on Switch. Is it going to be rollback on Switch? I assume it is. Physical copies of games is a beautiful thing. It's a great game for sure. I got my lesson. I will use a wired connection for any online fighting game. The thing is, Mehmet, your connection is not bad. Your connection, the actual speed of the connection is not bad. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is letting it down, and that's what causes the game to start adding these delays every now and then to like try and make up for it. Like, rollback does solve a lot of issues, but it cannot really fix the Wi-Fi one. Do you think they will be on EVO? Do I think Under Night will be a game at EVO? I think it's already... Hasn't it already been announced? I can't remember when they don't announce the official titles until later this year, do they? I can't remember when that happens, but pretty much guaranteed. I mean, they were on like they were on one of the main stages when they announced the game at EVO last year, right? Man, can you believe it? They only announced Under Night In-Birth 2 on stage at EVO World last year. It's crazy. Yes, this game does have rollback netcode. Abia. Double dip, boys. I'm the quadruple dip. I'm quadruple dipping into this game. I love it that much. So I built a pretty beefy PC, but I realized I became the people I hate because of it. No! That's life. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the enemy. Batman, The Dark Knight. Keep bringing that good content. I'll do my best. People with a crap ton of tabs in their browsers. I have to use a lot of tabs at work, but on my home PC, I almost never use tabs. Only ever use tabs if it's like just a short website I only plan to open for a bit and then close it. But if I need to like actually be productive, I have to have things in like separate windows. Is the community on PC or PlayStation? Scott, I think that's a really great question, and you can ask the community frontrunners. You can ask people like Jushichi, you can ask people like Suika, all of those people. They play the game like they live and breathe this game, and they can tell you about the North American community. I'm pretty sure that most of the community prefers the PC version, but don't quote me on that, because again, I'm not really part of the North American community, especially as I live in Japan, and I've only really ever met a few of them like once in my entire life at like an what did I used to call it? I called it like a underwater event. No, what did I called it like a sewer. Like, I can't remember what I called it, but what I was trying to say was that the event was underground, and I think I said like a sewer event. I can't remember what I said. Anyway, I've only met them like once or twice, but I think that they would say that they were going to be playing on PC, but we shall see. It depends which one has the better gameplay. I think sometimes certain platforms have extra delay, like the inputs are really slow, but then also when they go to tournaments, they're almost always playing on the console version, so if you get used to the PC version, you actually get the timing all wrong, so it's actually better to just practice on the console version. It was in relation to accepting Game Pass first or for the industry, which is correct. Okay, I don't remember, but it's also why I'm against subscriptions like Game Pass or UB Plus being the main way to play games. Yeah, there has to be a balance. It's obviously not the future for, well, it feels like it shouldn't be the future for everything to be subscription, but the machines are taking over. The machines are taking over, money's taking over, and really, people like us who care about ownership of games, which is not technically ownership, will probably just fade out. And people as you've already seen with TikTok and people throwing their attention away, people don't mind giving away everything they have. You know, one of those books that's really good is The Giving Tree. And in one way, it's like, you know, about the generosity of this tree. But what people don't realize is that every time you give away a part of yourself, you become a little less. And that's what it's like to be a giving tree. And people give away their attention as if they have an unlimited amount of it. But attention is actually, you know, a short form way of saying time. And time is a finite resource. You don't have a lot of it. And even if you do have a lot of it, it's still finite. And every time you give it away, you don't get it back. People act like it's like they can just give it away as much as they want and still have loads of it. Ah, the salty seas. What's this? That's why if you can't buy it anymore, the salty seas. Time to play video games on the salty seas. What do they say? Me hearties. We're most likely going to a digital-only era. You know, I think that's basically the future. It's not great, but I think a lot of things, you know, I think when TV probably came out, people who grew up with the radio era, they were like, you know, I'm going to miss the days when we could use our imaginations. I think when radio came out, people were like, what a shame. I wish people would just read the books themselves. Oh, people aren't going to use their imaginations. Every year, there's always something that the old generation thinks, yeah, it's a shame to lose it. I'm happy that, at least for the next few years, I can play a game that actually has technical motions in it. It will probably come to an end, though. The goal is just to have fun. It can be, for some people. A big topic that I'd like to talk about in the future, though, is replacing goals with habits. Oh, this is dangerous. We might be here for another 3 hours, but something that if you find it difficult to meet your goals or to like improve at stuff, sometimes replacing the goal with just a habit can be the secret sauce to actually getting to your goal. Weirdly, so you just ignore the fact that the goal exists, and your new goal is to just have good habits. And if you have a habit of watching your replays, and every time you don't know something, looking up what actually happened in the game, you are much more likely to actually reach your goal than if the goal is to be better at the game. Because and that's also just not a very good goal, because it's not very well defined. It's not clearly defined. Listen, I'm having a great time chatting to you, but like I said, I have to go to work, otherwise I'll probably get fired. So, time for me to leave. Thanks so much for everyone hanging out. Uni 2 is coming out on January 25th. If you pre-ordered it, you already have early access if you bought the deluxe edition on PSN. But if you didn't, I will see you on the 25th of January for the real release date, when we can hopefully play this game together on Steam. Until then, I will try and stream as much as I can of the PlayStation version and enjoy the early access that I paid extra money for, because I am buying this game 4 times, don't forget. I will see you all in the next NihongoGamer video and or stream. See you next time.